Hey folks, today's interview question is number 15 our list of topics. So we've finished at least one round of questions for each of these topics. Today's topic is system design. Sometimes you will be asked one way or another about your understanding of how systems work together. Let's say you have web servers and middleware servers, and you have databases, and you need to, or you have storage, and then you have to figure out a way to make sure they're all scalable and performant and fast and so on and so forth, right? And you have disaster recovery, you have auto scaling, and all of that. So to get your understanding of how well you really can think about this topic. The interviewer will give you a scenario, hey, design something like this, and generally it's not super complex because they're asking you to do it verbally, or at the most maybe you design something ad hoc on a tool of some sort, right? So you're just drawing stuff. So again, the question should not be too broad a topic because that's not possible in an interview. So before I start though, please subscribe. That gives me motivation to do more videos daily for you folks so you can succeed in your next DevOps SRE interview. So today's question seems pretty simple. Design a system for a mostly static website with a minimal JavaScript that gets 100,000 hits per minute from all over the world, right? So here you should be clarifying some of the design requirements. So here obviously it's getting lots and lots of hits, right? That's why the big number exists. You have to ask about latency requirements. Chances are that you're going to say, okay, it just has to be fast. It just can't be too slow, right? Then you have to ask about disaster recovery, scaling, and all that, right? But assuming that you have some default or just a common answers for that, you may think this is a super easy thing to do. Get a CDN, put some files out there, and you're done. Actually, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So what do you got to do? Of course, because it's globally accessible, you have to use some kind of CDN so that copies of your website is actually spread across all over the world. You need to choose one that has a global edge presence. You need to compress your data, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript content so that they're small in numbers. So when they get copied from the main repo to all the global CDN edge servers, they don't take too much time, especially when you're changing content. Use some responsive image type so that you can reduce the size of the images without losing quality, because you're going to copy them back and forth between the main site and the edge all over the world. Put your main repo copy of our site on either Amazon S3 or GCS or Azure Blob Storage, because it doesn't require a whole lot of interactiveness. So as long as they're static files, you can put them on slow storage like this, right? Enable cross-region replication so that you have high availability and disaster recovery. So if a region goes down in US East, you still have your servers available in US West or US Central. That also gives you disaster recovery automatically. So that's really useful. Use DNS with latency-based routing, because if somebody's hitting this site from Singapore, you don't want to hit the server that's sitting in the US. You want to hit the server that's in Singapore, right? By using latency-based routing in DNS, you can accomplish that. It's pretty easy. It's basically a checkbox. Now, for security, you need to use CDN's built-in protection against DDoS and use something called WAF. If you don't know what WAF is, you should look that up. It protects you from other types of attacks like SQL injection. For monitoring and analytics, the cloud provider that is giving you the CDN and the S3 and whatnot and the storage, they should automatically give you some stats about the usage of your site. So that should be helpful. For monitoring though, you need to use something from the third party. So you're hitting your website from other places in the world. Maybe there's something available already in Amazon or Google or Azure, but either way, you need to monitor your sites from different parts of the world for latency and for errors, right? So, and availability. So as you can see in the beginning, it might look like a very simple design, but you have to remember to talk about all the other subtopics that go with almost any design. I hope you found this useful, and I will see you in the next video.